Hi again, YouTubers. So now we are on to the second, not section, I guess, part of my makeup graveyard, and I'm on to bronzers. And actually, I need to get a couple things out of the way. I probably should have done that beforehand, but it's not too bad, just a couple things. So I have a good amount of bronzers, but not as many as like powders or foundations or things like that. I'm going to kind of start, I'll insert a clip here of what the bronzer portion of my drawer looks like. Same drawer as the concealers. You'll see the concealers next to it, how they're together. And so I'm just going to jump right in. First thing, Chanel Bronze Universal has become my love again. This is one that's at the end of its life. I'll explain, let me do this real fast. I have a new one. I'll show you what those look like when you first get them versus what that looks like now. Nice and pretty. Good amount of product, up fairly high on that. I use a big fluffy, what is this, Marc Jacobs the bronze brush. Sorry it's dirty, I just did my makeup. But I have a backup of this and I'm getting close to needing it. This is the one, it has the old white top. I keep taking that off and keeping the top of that because now it's gold. This is the one that sits on my vanity. It is even lower than the one that sits in my gym bag, and then I have the new one. So that's where those are. That is a definite keep, a definite must-have, a definite love. It's one of my favorite ones that I own. Second thing I'm going to show you is the Dior Bronze 003 Amber in Matte. I honestly, sorry if you hear MJ talking, I honestly forgot about this. Pretty bronzer, just very neutral, natural looking. Has a little bit of a reddish tone to it. Let me grab a towel. And where is, there we go. Got one more thing. Whew, sorry. It's a nice, pretty, I tend to go for bronzers that either have, in the winter, not an orange tone to them, but not a olive tone to them. And then in the summer, I tend to go for ones that have more of a pink undertone. So you'll kind of see the barrage of that throughout this. Another one I have, oops, that was a concealer that missed the mark. Coastal Scents, that wasn't in my video. Coastal Scents, I forgot about this. Camo Quad and Medium. I used to love this. So that has to go into my concealer portion, which you'll guys see that in a little bit. Next one then is, this is not a bronzer. It's a setting powder that I got in too dark of a color that I use as a bronzer in the winter. Chanel Less Beige in the number 30. It's definitely, you can tell, it's just way too dark for a setting powder, but it's also a little bit too light. It's right above it for an everyday summer bronzer, I guess. I do enjoy that. It definitely is one that I use a lot in the summertime. Next one, Sonia Kashuk 41 Warm Tan Undetectable Cream Bronzer. This is what it looks like, gold packaging. I had originally thought this was going to be similar to the Chanel Bronze Universal. I'll put this over here and then I'll put the Chanel. It's right over here. It is nice. It is similar in some, it's not as smooth, and it has a different undertone. So here's the Chanel, and there's the Sonia Kashuk. It is very nice. It is very usable. It is very pretty. Has more of a pink undertone to it, so I should have used that more in the summertime. But it's strange. The way the brush picks this up versus the Chanel, it almost picks up too much of this. But I forgot about it, and let me know if you guys want to see a full review on that. But I'll keep it, because now that I'm seeing it again, I'm remembering that I had it. This is an oldie but a goodie. Laura Geller Bronze and Brighten. I don't think they have any colors. I think now they might have colors. This tells you how old this packaging is. It's square. Like, let me show you in the powder what hers. This is what hers looks like now. This is how old this is. But with powders, guys, they don't particularly expire like liquids or creams do. This is what it looks like. It has a good balance of some browns, has a little bit of a pink undertone. It is not extremely pink. It's going to be, but it does have more of a reddish undertone to it. You can see the difference there versus this was the Dior Amber, or yeah, the Dior one. And then up here was the Chanel. So a little bit different. I do like that. I would probably actually repurchase that if I run out of it. But again, I have so many bronzers and it takes a while to get through all of them. So next one, Benefit Hoola. Had this one for a really, really long while. Again, the back boxes actually used to slide off instead of flip up like they do now. This bronzer is more of an olive tone. It's got more of a, it's more chalky too. It's right down there. See how it's got more, see how this has more pink, this has more orange, this has more of like a, I don't want to say green, but that's the only term I can think of that really explains it. I use it very, very rarely, but every once in a while I'll use it as a contour in the summertime, but it's not something that I grab for a whole lot. Probably one of my favorite bronzers, and I have a couple of them in here, so I'll get them all out at once, is the Too Faced, sorry, if you hear MJ, I'm sorry, he's down for his nap, and he's playing with his trucks on the edge of the crib. So he's driving them up the edge of the crib. He has a truck in there with him. Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzing Powder with Real Cocoa. This was the first packaging. As you can see, I'm almost done with that. Then they had the milk chocolate one. Is this the one? Which one's the milk chocolate? Where's the milk chocolate? One of these, let me see. No, these are both regular ones. Where's the milk chocolate one? The drawer of never ending. I don't know what it is. What did I do with the milk chocolate one? I definitely have the milk chocolate one. Ah, there we go. This one's milk chocolate. This one's regular. They looked exactly the same. Sorry about that. So, milk chocolate is right here. And the original is right here. You can see they're slightly different. I will swatch them up for you again. Let's see, we're running out of space. We're going to go on my arm. So milk chocolate is great for those fair-skinned people. I use it in the wintertime more often. Oops, sorry. Now the regular one. Wow. Never really realized until I just swatched it how different they really are. I will say the one way you can usually tell if a product... Okay, so that is the milk chocolate and that is the regular one. I will say this that I never really realized too. One way you can tell if a powder is kind of dying out is if you have trouble picking up that product. And I will say that both of these are pretty much dead. Now here's the one that I swatched. This is Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer in the medium deep, which is the original one, in the new packaging. These two are pretty much dead. So that kind of sucks, but they are going to go to the trash. And actually what I do with these, it's so funny. If they're dead like that, I now give them to my... Oops, that's right. I give them to my neighbor who has two little girls that love to play... like get ready while she's getting ready. And so I give them to her, she empties them out, and then the kids play with them while she's getting ready. So she takes out the product. Next thing, Guerlain Terracotta 4 Seasons. Now this one has recently, this year, been one of my favorite bronzers. It has 4 different matte shades and then one that has a slight sheen to it. But this is just a beautiful, beautiful color. It has a nice undertone to it. Sorry, my watch keeps slipping. It's a little bit more on the terracotta orange side, but it just, I thought I was putting it the right way. Too far one side or too far the other. There we go. So I'm going the wrong way. Now I'll do it this way. All right, so it is this one right here. And it has a little bit more of an orangey undertone to it. That looks funny with my arm up there. There we go. Nope, that's how you see it. All right, that one there is a little bit more of an orangey undertone, but it is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer that I love. Where is my other? Oh, there it is. Guerlain Terracotta Light in 04 Sun Blondes, and this one has more of the pink undertone to it. Definitely this one has much more shimmer or sheen to it than the other ones that I was showing you, it definitely has more of a pink undertone. Definitely more of a pink undertone, which is what I needed for the summertime because my skin pool is more pink. Okay, we'll go back up here. This one is the Guerlain Terracotta 4 Seasons in 02 Natural Blondes. This one here, you can see the pink difference is the one in Terracotta Light 04 Sun Blondes. Definitely has more of a shimmer to it. So if you're wearing it out in the sun, you have to be careful with that. Next one, Bobbi Brown, bronzing powder in 4 Deep. When I bought this, what was I thinking? I wanted a red undertone one. I listened to the salesperson. Bad idea. Like, that would ever... Okay, I have to do it. I went too far. Off this side. There we go. Holy heck. Yeah, right. So, I need to give this to someone. I'm sure I know someone that I can give that to. One of my friends could probably... I'm trying to think who's that dark of a skin tone. That's a dark bronzer. Let's see here. That's a mirror. Oh, Perricone MD... No bronzer. Love this for a different reason. I just put my watch into it. Jeez. Okay. Oh, and you can't even see it. Darn it. There we go. Ugh. Darn watch. All right, I'll hold the watch up. There we go. That's it. Very, very pretty color. Very beautiful. I tend to more use this personally as an added bump up to foundations I have. If the foundation is too light and I need a little bit of bump to it to give it a little bit more color, things like that, it works perfectly for that. Go check out my review on that if you want more information there. A sample of the Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. Oops, put that over here. What is that? That should have been in the concealers too. This is how much of a mess my vanity is right now. The Bare Minerals SPF 50. Oh, that's a foundation. Okay. Nope, that goes over there. All right. Last thing. Nope, 2 last things. Nars Laguna sample. I gotta take that off my arm. This is what it looks like. It is a beautiful bronzer that I stayed away from for a lot of years because of the fact of the matter that I did not like the sheen to it. I felt like it showed up on my skin. Now as I'm getting older, oh, I have 2 more. Now that I'm getting older, I find it is right here. I find that ones with a sheen are not so bad on me as I had originally expected. Next one, Hourglass Mirage. Yeah, Mirage. Love their packaging. This is how it opens. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Little brush. I don't think I've ever used it. This is a really, really nice bronzer. Let's see, it goes sideways. Definitely more of the orange undertone again. Sorry, my watch. It's right there. Not that far off from the color of that, which is the Perricone. But very, very pretty. I will definitely keep that one and use that one. I forgot about that one. I will be honest with you. Definitely an orange undertone though. Last one, Glow Minerals. This one is a new one to me. I have been using it a lot. I think I used it today. Not that you can tell. I don't have a whole lot of bronzer on. This thing is just gorgeous. It has a slight sheen to it. I want to put it next to that Nars. Wow. I'll tell you what, next to Nars. Okay, so that's the Glow Minerals. And that's the Nars Laguna. It has more sheen to it than the Nars Laguna, which I've been staying away from for years. It shows you how things change and how your tastes change. So that's all my bronzers. That's it. That's them. That's everything. I hope you guys got some information from here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any other questions. And I will put a clip at the end kind of showing you guys just... how that drawer looks now that I put everything away. So I only really have 2 that I'm throwing away and 1 that I'm giving away. Or maybe, you know what, somebody said to start keeping things and use them for a blog sale. Would you guys be interested in that? Let me know. I'll hold on to this until I hear from you guys on this video what your thoughts are. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you have any other questions. And here's the clip of what the drawer looks like. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, so this is what it looks like now, nice and cleaned up. Starting with the Chanel Bronze Universal, the Sonia Kashuk, Glow Minerals, 2 Guerlains, Too Faced, Dior, Chanel, Laura Geller, the 2 samples, the Hourglass, and the Hula. And then the extra Chanel is right back here, and the Perricone MD. So that's what it looks like now, nice and cleaned up. Thank goodness. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.